welcome back everyone to Tomb Raider, and we are now going into level 3, the Lost Valley. Now, the Lost Valley, I'm gonna actually, yeah, I don't know why I can't talk today, probably because I just ate a moon pie, but, hey, don't go dissing moon pies. Moon pies are fucking good.
I said no such thing.
But anyway, so I'm actually going to go take up this route for two reasons. One, to basically kind of show the concept of this level, and then here is actually the first opportunity where we can actually get our next weapon. You know, there's multiple opportunities, so like, you know, in case like if you miss your opportunity to get your next weapon here, there's other chances within the game to be able to do that. So, you know, which is nice. I will be showing off in this game, you know, all the first instances that you can be getting the new weapon upgrades, because fortunately I know where to get all of them. Alright, so, basically when you go take the left and everything, and you climb all the way up here, as you will basically see, you don't want to fall into the water, because the water, there is a current in the water, and it will take you away. So, it will travel you down, and I'm not quite ready to do that yet. But, alright, so so you have, this series of gears here. Now, I tried to show it, you know, kind of, I guess maybe a little hard to see, but when you see, like, these random pegs that are on the wall, there's some gears missing. So, the entire concept of this level, we're gonna explore the Lost Valley, find these 3 gears, and we gotta put them back to basically unlock the door to the next level. Now, when you go down here, you'll see that, see there's a skeleton just, chilling?
Yeah.
Huh.
So, yep, so here is our first new weapon, the shotgun.
Yes.
And now I can go in the water.
Alright, well then you know what, that kind of moots our earlier discussion regarding... Ow. That still hurt, by the way. That was a long drop, even in the water. No, yeah, that kind of moots our... Wow. Oh, wolf's okay.
Oh god. I'm not liking the mean looks on their faces.
That kind of moots our earlier discussion on why there's just random, like, you know, like, fucking, medi-packs and shit lying around. Apparently there have been other people that have come here, so...
Okay, so even though I was making a joke during that part, I actually called that shit.
Yeah, evidently you did.
Ha ha ha.
Also...
Alright.
So, sorry. Like, I know this is obviously not the case, it's just me, but from a distance, it, like, obviously, like, the, that's obviously just some kind of, like, band, like, wrapping, like, bunning up her hair like that. But from a distance, it looks like a skull, and it keeps making me think that Laura's just some secret edgelord. Like, she has, like one of those, like, skull band, like, you know, little, what are they called, headbands, I guess?
Yeah, I guess.
The wolves are everywhere.
Oh god. Lock the doors.
Yeah, you definitely want to watch your step.
So, interesting that they're just now throwing in the skeletons. Like, I feel like that... Is that a raptor?
Oh my god!
The hell?
Granted, BJ! There are actually dinosaurs here, BJ!
So, yep. New enemies in the Peru level. Apparently, dinosaurs still exist.
Okay,
well,
Katie.
Okay,
I know
Laura,
what you're trying to do there.
Laura, I think you're done. You can leave now. You just made the discovery of a century.
Now I know what... Now I know what you're trying to do in the last part, Danny, when you said, BJ just wants his dinosaurs.
Oh, we're not done yet. We're not done
That's
yet.
a T-Rex! Does Laura have a camera on her? She should be taking pictures of this bullshit right now. This is the literal discovery of a lifetime. I know she's already found Bigfoot and shit like that, but come on.
Yeah. But
fuck whatever it was your permission to get here. I'm fairly certain this is enough. You can leave now.
Oh my goodness, that was so great.
so yeah, T-Rex. So yeah, Raptors and T-Rex, everybody.
What was I even talking about before? I forgot. I got distracted by the dinosaurs.
Well, I know what I'm gonna be having for dinner tonight. What does Tyrannosaurus Rex flesh taste like?
Yeah, also, Laura, you fucking asshole. I mean, I know it's survival of the fittest, but fairly certain those are some pretty endangered animals there. They just fucking murdered. Wow.
Oh! So an endangered species like dinosaurs, though, that's a bad thing to kill those guys off. But the scrabs! I mean, you fucking hypocrite!
I mean, there's a big difference, Ryan. Dinosaurs are actually cool.
I don't even know what to say about that. I am insulted.
You're not.
You monster.
Am I wrong, though? Am I wrong?
Yes, you are wrong.
Wow, okay.
You asshole.
Dinosaur hater. I bet you hate Yoshi too, you motherfucker.
That's a difference between Wait.
I bet you laughed when Littlefoot's mother died in Land Before Time, didn't you?
Okay, well, it did make me chuckle a little bit.
Wow, okay.
Why you gotta be so heartless?
I don't know. Ask the discriminative, scrab hater here.
You know, that just reminds me of, you guys remember that show, The Nanny?
Starring,
Fran? What was her name?
Fran Drescher?
Yeah. But, I remember there was, this one scene with, Miss Babs, I think her name was, the awful, partner to, Mr. Shetfield. But, I remember there was, a scene where, she was pretty much just displaying how, how cruel she is. And Fran, straight up asks her, at the part in Bambi where they shot Bambi's mother, you smiled, didn't you? And her reply was that, I'm sure she's making a lovely head trophy somewhere right now.
Damn. Wow. Oh my goodness.
Funny.
Also, oh my god. Landing in water does not nullify fall damage, people.
No,
it still hurts.
BJ's right on that. It still does hurt.
A lot of fucking games do that. It's, I can forgive it in games where there isn't fall damage, but when there are games that clearly have fall damage, landing in water should still fucking hurt. It does. If you fall from a high enough distance, landing on water will still be the equivalent of landing on concrete.
Right.
Because there's still that sudden stop.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
which is also why I fucking hate the Netflix Death Note movie.
I still have not watched that. I've heard it's all kinds of horrible.
Don't bother.
Well, that being said, I'm still morbidly curious just to see, okay, how bad is it really?
Alright, you know what? If anything, to satiate that curiosity, at some point, we should all watch it together and at least do some kind of commentary on it, because it is very bad.
Okay.
And not just from a adaptation standpoint, as a standalone movie, it's just bad.
Really? That bad?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying that we should try to pull off some Mystery Science Theater 3000 shit on this channel?
Sure, why not?
Because if that's the case, I am so in.
Though we wouldn't be able to show the actual recorded footage. If anything, what we can do is that we can just upload a video of just our commentary, and then people can play the commentary alongside the movie if they want.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it is just. So if we are going to do this, I won't say too much about it, but just know it's all the criticism it's getting. It's very much deserved. It's not a good movie.
I mean,
I haven't heard. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. I was willing to give it a chance when it was first announced, because, people, they were already ragging on it when they just even announced, oh, we're doing a movie, and it's people are like, oh, boo, and everything, and I'm just like, guys, we haven't seen anything with it. there is that weird off chance that, I mean, it's like, it could actually end up being good, even if it looks like it's gonna be shit. I mean, look at the Lego movie. I don't think,
that was the
I don't think anyone anticipated the Lego movie being as good as it is, you know, because all we saw was, oh, it's a Lego movie for kids, so it whooped shit. And then you go and watch it, like, oh my god, this movie's amazing.
Like, that was the mindset that I went into when I went into watching the Death Note movie, because it's like I wanted to give it a shot. That's why I went into it. Like, I didn't really know, like, I didn't see anyone else's opinion. I went into it pretty much blind. And going into it, yeah, like, it's just a bad movie. Like, even, like, I know a lot of people are upset about the whitewashing to Light Yagami being turned into Light Turner, but honestly, low-key, I'm glad they did that, because I refuse to believe that Light Turner is Light Yagami. They are two completely different people.
Well, if the movie is really that bad, would it have mattered if they casted Asian people to play these characters? They would still have to do the same script with the same direction. It'd still be bad.
No, I know that it would still be bad. Like I said, that's why I'm glad they changed. That's why I'm glad they changed his name, because this is not the Light Yagami that I know and hate and love to hate.
Right.
Like, there's one, like, I love to hate Light Yagami. I just straight up hate Light Turner.
Okay.
There's no reason to like that character.
Right. I mean, there's a difference between, like, a character that you hate because it's just, they are a bad character, not because they are a villain, but because, no, this is a shit character, you know. Poorly written, poorly portrayed, you know, this is just plain stupid. But then you have your villains that are just, they're crafted and handled so well that it's just, oh my god, I love you, but you're so irredeemable, I fucking hate you at the same time.
Anyway, let's save, I'll save the rest of my thoughts for this Death Note movie for whenever we do get to, if we do ever do a Death Note movie commentary. For now, Tomb Raider.
Yeah, no problem. Well, I mean, it's like, we've got the 3 gears now, so now it's going all the way back to, you know, to where I showed you before. Yep, so we're...
Actually, real quick, I probably should have asked, do either of you have Netflix?
Yeah, I have Netflix.
You know, to be honest, I think technically I do. I don't really own an account, but, between the 3 of us here, I think I'm somehow able to access my sister's account. Because of the Roku that she got my mother and I.
Well, I know, like, if you don't have a Netflix account, I think you can get, like, a 2-week trial or something, and it's like, and if you like it, then it's like, what, like $8 a month or something? I mean, it's
super cheap.
It is so cheap that it's like, why wouldn't you do that? And it's like, I have a Netflix, I own the Netflix account, so that's like, you know, I'm paying for Netflix, but there are 3 accounts, like one for me, one for my mom, and one for my dad. And then my parents are actually paying for Hulu, and I'm probably the only one that uses Hulu because that's how I watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, is on Hulu.
Yeah.
Like, I watch JoJo on it, when new episodes of, like, Bob's Burgers, South Park, like, you know, those shows that, you know, the shows that I usually watch on cable, but because I'm not paying for premium cable, I don't get a chance to watch it, I catch up on Hulu. And, you know, technically my parents pay for that, but it's like, yeah, we'll share accounts. You know, because, I mean, you know, every family does that.
Yeah, because it's like, when I was living with Pikachu, when like we had like a you know, a kind of limited budget, you know, we still had Netflix. It's just super cheap and just an overall, you know, good deal.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, it's like Hulu's really cheap too. I think it's the same price as Netflix. It's just, whereas Netflix is like, you know, movies and TV shows, but it tends to lean a little bit more towards movies. Hulu tends to lean a little bit more towards TV. So that's why I've got them both. Like, I haven't tried, like, what is it, like the Amazon? I have not tried that. I think there was like another one or something, like another streaming service I can't quite think of right now. But yeah, I haven't really tried those.
Also, gotta ask, that Metapec that you just picked up, is that still even any good? Because who knows how long it was just sitting in that rushing water there.
Yep, it's still good. But, yeah, so the whole point of the, gathering the gears, like you can see, when we were in the water before, you know how it was carrying us down through the waterfall. When you, turn the gears, it opened up a door that's basically blocking the current, so now we can freely swim.
God, I fucking hate sections like this. Like, sections where you have an air meter and you have to go through passages like this. This just stresses me out.
You know what, BJ? I feel the exact same way, dude. Stuff like this makes me nervous up the ass.
Like, I remember
no joke.
The first time I experienced a section like this was in Sonic Adventure 2 during the Aquatic Mines with Knuckles. Because I wanted to get, because it was one of those things. It was like I didn't know about the air necklace for the longest time. Because I kept trying to go through that path, but kept drowning, and it made me scared of going through paths like that. So it wasn't until later on when I was, I was at a sleepover at a buddy's house, and we were playing his file, and he had the air necklace, and I was thinking like, where did you get that? And like, what does it do? It's like, lets me breathe underwater. It's like, what? Wait, where can you get that? So I can finally go through that pathway that I keep dying in. It's like, you have to go through that pathway. I'm just like, fuck!
What the fuck?
Except this was like, 12-year-old me back when I was a little butters, I should say.
Yeah, it's a little butters.
Nothing wrong with being a little butters. Butters is cool. It's like, people like butters.
I mean, I care so little about South Park, but I think Butters is just like the one character that I think that I can accurately describe myself as, but before I became more active on the internet.
I don't know about getting this air necklace, guys.
Like, I was just super naive, like a big coward for the most part, but yeah.
Oh.
Alright.
Anyway.
Alrighty, so now that we've completed the Lost Valley, so if you remember that waterfall that the current was dumping us under and everything, so because we used the gears and we opened up the door and everything, that's what basically it plugged up the water and everything, so the waterfall is gone, hence revealing this secret area. So join us next time. It is this is the final level in Peru, so join us next week as we go into the Tomb of Qualopec.